Hi everybody, my name's Michael Rivers, Race Director for Cyprus Ultra. Doing a new video for you today. Significance of today is the date. It's July 28th, 2011. 1 year from today will be our Extreme Ultra Marathon, the 135-mile donkey run. No donkeys involved, it's just the name of the race because the route we're doing is on the old donkey trails here in Limassol, Cyprus in the mountains. So what's today's temperature? It's predictive highs today of 43 degrees centigrade. That's 110 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you in the US. Extremely hot. And for the next few days, this is the average temperatures we're going to be getting in Cyprus. They've actually issued a weather heat warning for tourists visiting the island because it is going to be extremely hot for the next few days. So this could well be it next year. It most likely is going to be this kind of temperatures next year. So extremely hot. Some of you have been emailing us about the races we're doing and what the temperatures are going to be. So, you know, if you're looking for a hot race, this is the one to do. I've got some questions that I printed off this morning, some recent emails we've been getting, various questions. I hope that you don't mind the notes. I'm just going to read from these and I'll try and answer some of these questions and maybe give you some more information about the race. So we've got weather for January. Someone been asking about the January race. January 28th, 2012 is our first race, which is a 50k and a 50 miler. Expected temperatures for the January race, somewhere around 19 degrees is quite typical for that time of year. Very bright sunshine, so a really quite nice, pleasant race. Again, there is possibility of rain. We do get rain January, February, a few days here and there in the month, but most likely it's going to be quite nice and sunny and fairly warm, and you'll be able to enjoy the beaches afterwards. So another thing I wanted to mention about the January race is that for those of you coming to Cyprus to visit us just for that race specifically, we do have a very high mountain range called Troodos Mountains. So you can actually come here, do this race in January 28th. You can then, the days afterwards, you can actually go skiing because the mountain range is so high. We actually have snow, quite a bit of snow, January, February of each year, and there is a very nice ski slope area up there for skiing. So imagine that, doing a great ultra race, a 50k or a 50 miler in this beautiful vicinity, and then a few days later you can go skiing, and in the same day you can actually go to the beach as well. So the temperatures up into the mountains there drop drastically and you get the snow covered tops of the mountains where you can do the skiing. You can come back down to the coastline in Limassol and actually lay on the beach in the same day because it's so much warmer down at coastline. So quite a unique aspect of coming to Cyprus and doing our races. Weather for July, as I mentioned, it's extremely hot. You know, I was doing some comparisons because many of you have been emailing us about comparing it to other races, and I was comparing it to a famous race many of you know, especially those in the US, one particularly famous race in Death Valley, California. I looked at the temperatures there today, and I've got it printed off here. Predictive highs today of 115 Fahrenheit. Today we've got around 110, so temperature's quite similar, but here's the difference. California race, the humidity there is, where is it? 19%. 19%. So it's a very dry heat. I know it's very tough. It's a very tough race, but a dry heat. In Limassol today, we've got humidity going up to 67%, and this is a very mild day. You know, you can easily be doing this race in July next year with humidity in the 80+ range, so 80, 90%, even 100%. And it is really, really hot and humid then. It's so humid you can barely breathe. It's really, and to be running in these conditions up here in these mountains with humidity in the 80s, well, it's going to be a really tough race. So that's just a comparison for you there on some of you have been emailing about that particular race and comparing it to ours. But I don't like to compare because it's not the same. It's just completely different. That's a road race. This is not a road race. This is this dry, dusty, very rocky terrain with continuous up and down hills. You know, you can just see behind me the range that we're going to be running through. It is continuous up and down on loose gravel, dust, and no cars. You know, another difference between those two races is that you get your support crew to follow you along in a car. That won't be happening here. There is no support crew is going to be allowed on our race because one, it's going to be too dangerous for them to be getting their vehicles around on these trails, and it's just too hot and dangerous for them to be out here on their own. So we will have aid stations at strategic locations to make sure you're safe and watered and fed, that you can continue a race, but no support crews. So that's another major factor to consider for you, how tough this is going to be. You are going to be out here on your own. I'll mention cut-off times here because people have been emailing about that as well. So we've got cut-off times for the 50k in January will be 8 hours. The 50 miler in January will be 12 hours cut-off time. And the same races that we'll be doing, the 50k and 50 miler in July 2012. So 50k July 2012, cut-off time will be 11 hours. 50 mile race in July 2012 will be 16 hours. Also, the big one, the 135 mile extreme ultra marathon, which is July 28, 2012, cut-off time 60 hours. That's 2.5 days of running in these conditions. So that's if you make it to the end. I think many of you will struggle to get to the end. It's going to be such a challenge to do this 2.5 days in these conditions, these hot, humid conditions with no support crew apart from the aid stations. You're going to be out here on your own. Some requirements that we're going to have for you, that you will be required to have a camelback, mobile phone you'll need to carry, a whistle we're going to be providing everybody with. We're going to have patrols that are continuously going around the route in case anyone gets into trouble. We'll have medical stations, doctors, all the support that you need to get you through, but no support crews. So much harder for you to continue running for 2.5 days continuously in these conditions with no support crews apart from yourself and our own aid stations. So that's going to make it a whole new challenge for you. What else? Questions we've got. Will the route be self-navigating? No, it won't. You won't be out here on your own trying to navigate this. It's just too dangerous. The route's going to be marked out very well for you, and we will have our volunteers and workers that will be at the locations guiding you through the race, so you won't be out here trying to self-navigate. It's just too extreme. We don't want anyone getting lost out here, because you're just not going to make it back. Toilets at the start. It's an unusual question, but yes, there will be toilets at the start. I mean, look where we are. I mean, you'll find somewhere to go toilet. Just make sure you do dig a hole. We're starting from the restaurant in Vasa, so there's going to be, of course, toilets and bathroom facilities there. There's going to be refreshments, food for you before you start the race. We will be catering for all diets, so vegan, whatever your type of diet is, we will try and cater for everybody. So any requirements, please email me and I'll make sure that you're catered for. Getting to the race on race day. That's another question we've had. Getting to the race, this actually, although we're quite high up here in the mountain range, it's not that far from Limassol town itself. It's about 40 minutes drive in a taxi or a car. So it's quite easy to get up the mountain, but you get to the race start, which will be the restaurant, and once you're there, we will then get you onto this route, this trail route that you'll be running. The flights coming in, there's two main airports in Cyprus. We've got one airport in Larnaca and one airport in Paphos. Both airports are pretty much the same distance from the race start location and Limassol town centre. So either of those airports, just get the most convenient flight you can get to of those two airports. From the airports, you're looking at a distance of, in time, an hour's drive to get to kind of the race start location or Limassol town itself. It's not that far in distance or time. Conditions of the route itself, as I was mentioning, it's this, you've seen probably in the other videos as well, it's just this, it's continuously pretty much the same like as you see here. It's just this very dry, rocky, loose gravel terrain that in July will be hot, dry and dusty, but January, if we do get the race, it's going to be quite mushy. There's another video that you might see alongside this one where I've shown what happens when water gets on the ground, and when it rains here, it's quite extreme. It's like a monsoon for it can be a good downpour of maybe 2 hours or so, and it will just turn to absolute mushy mud, and your shoes will be just caked in mud. So that will be the challenge of the January race. The July race will be the challenge of getting through this hot and humid conditions on your own, with your just self-aided by your camelback, water bottles and our own aid stations. There will be nowhere for you to jump into air-conditioned minivans, nothing like that. So if you get into trouble, you will be picked up and taken back to the medical station. You will not be able to jump into air-conditioned cars, recover and carry on the race. And also no shade. There is just nowhere for you to go here. you will be running on these routes and on this route, and you get into trouble, you'll have to be picked up and taken back to the aid station. You will not be able to recover out here on your own because there's nowhere for you to go and cool off, cold shower or anything like that. It's just going to be you having to make it through to the end. I think that's the questions I've got for today. Medical assistance, yes, we will have doctors, qualified doctors. We'll have a private ambulance service here that will be able to get to people really quickly. We're going to have, as I mentioned, people going around the route continuously, checking up on the runners. There'll be quad bikes and also four-wheel drive vehicles that will be following the route continuously to make sure everyone's staying okay and safe. Anyone who's not making it through will be picked up and taken back to the medical facility. We'll have the race start, and you'll either be allowed to continue depending on your condition or not. It'll be up to the doctors and race directors. So I think that's it for today. Those of you looking for that hot race, the one that you've been looking for a while, this is it. This is a great opportunity for you to be in Europe, very convenient for you to get to Cyprus. Looking for a hot race, good news. This is the one to do. This is the mother of hot races. It's just going to be so extremely hot and humid. 80% humidity in these conditions. Very, very tough race. So, good news. This is the one to do. If you're looking for that tough ultimate ultra in Europe, this is the one to do. Cyprus Ultra, 135 miles, July 28th, 2012. Looking for something less of a challenge, still a tough race, but perhaps without the hot weather and humidity. It's January 28th, 2012, where the temperatures will be much milder. I would recommend, for those of you planning to do the July 28th, the funny thing is we've got perhaps 3 times the amount of people signed up already for July 28th, 2012 than we have for the January race, which you're as crazy as us for signing up for that one without doing the January race first. I would highly recommend, if you can, to do the January race first, and you'll get a good conditioning training for the July race of 2012, because you'll be able to do exactly the same route, lesser distance, 50k or 50 miler, but it'll give you a good training. That bird is making so much noise. I'm not sure if it's a bird, but okay, we'll carry on anyway. So consider that. Try, if you can, get here for January 28th and do the 50k or the 50 miler. Get into to know the route. So it will be the same route but just longer distance for July, and it'll be a good training ground for you. So try that. Some of you already signed up for January, not considering the July race. Perhaps you'll consider the July race as well once you've done the January race. I think that's it for today. We're working here today. We're marking out another section of the route, so I just thought we'd celebrate today with another video in our series. It's a particularly happy day for us, with this being July 28th, 2011. So 1 year from today, it's going to be here. This will be it. So we can't wait, and we really hope you're excited about it and looking forward to it as much as we are. And that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. My name is Michael Rivers. You can contact me through the website, which is mike@cyprusultra.com, and also my partner Wayne Kurtz. You can get Wayne at cyprusultra.com. Make sure you check out the Race Twitch website as well, which Wayne operates in the USA, and it's a worldwide website of listing of all the great races ever known. They're just on there. It's just an amazing website. It's racetwitch.com. There is the cap, www.racetwitch.com. It's a really, really great site for you people out there looking to do as many ultras as you can, and those of you living the passion. So please sign up today. Time is running out now for the January race. You need to get signed up soon so we can get your race information to you. You can sign up on the website today. You can pay online. You can pay by backs, but there's an online credit facility already set up on the website, so it's nice and easy and convenient for you. If you have any questions whatsoever about the race, a little bit unsure of anything before you actually sign up, then please email me and I'll get straight back to you. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.